Take two. They are free. Oh my goodness, thank you all. I'm so happy to be here today, to be here as part of this energy with this group of people. We know each other, all of us, wherever we are in all of the world. We are so connected in every way, in so many ways we have no clue, no idea of the multifaceted connections that we have with each other. And to be here right now knowing that I'm with people and that group is growing, exponentially growing. I mean, we're so touching on critical mass right now that we're waking up to the knowing that we're connected. I mean, look at how many people are doing this work. You heard that list, and that was only a little, and I didn't really put that together. That was Chat GTP, I'm sorry, or GPT, whatever it is. I call it the Holy Spirit. Because for me, I ask very specifically for, I need to get my work completed. So I had to set aside the need. I am here, and I can feel the energy of why I am here. And so I ask that it not take so much time anymore, or am I being impatient? That it not move me to frustration, or do I need to just take a breath? And so what I find is that we're where we are now, in the right place, at the right time, with the right people, doing the right thing, for the right reasons, and in the right way, whatever that is for each of us. And being that that's so, I'm relaxing into whatever takes place. So I would like to share just a moment with you that I am a xenoglossic speaker. I had to learn that phrase so that it felt more comfortable for me. But xenoglossy, a very old phrase, a very old word, a very old definition of one who speaks languages that they were not born to and have not studied. So some call it light language, some call it speaking in tongues, some call it glossalia. I call it xenoglossy because that's what Dr. Ian Stevenson called it, and that resonated with me. So just in case it pops out, I wanted to let you know, be aware, it's okay. Not of the devil, as some have shared with me that they believe. What it is a connection in consciousness with the all that is and my desire to speak languages and be of service. So it comes out as Japanese, Chinese, Nepalese, Portuguese, Igbo, and there's two I don't know the names of, and I've forgotten what. Cree, Lakota. So I'm grateful for the gift that I am open now to sharing with anyone else who might be as well speaking in tongues or speaking in xenoglossy. So you can look me up. My name is Deena Efferson Williams now, and I'm grateful to be here. My time with you today is just about what life is like when we must change direction. We have to pivot. Something has happened, and who knows what that is. For everybody, it's going to be something. But a little quick story for us, my husband and I had been living in this beautiful home for 6-7 years, and I drove down the street and saw him on the ground at the front door. I didn't really believe what I thought I saw, so I parked the car, I got out, and I went. And there he was, on the ground. What's happened? As he reaches up to hand me a notice of eviction, 30 days. And we had been living in that house for 6 years. We took very good care of the home. We had a relationship with the owners of the home. And suddenly, life was changing. For him, that was shock. For me, it was like, ooh, where are we going? Where are we going? What's going to happen now? So reviving Frank, that was easy. Once he got up and his head went, okay, make adjustments, he got busy with the way he handles things. But for me, that meant sitting down, getting still, getting quiet, after asking a series of questions about what I was feeling in my life, pulling and calling me forward. And so I sat with it. And one of the things that was driving driving my need to sit, desire to sit, my wanting to know and be a part of, a conscious part of, was that Frank doesn't do well with change. And a lot of us do not do well with change. And when we don't do well with change, life hurts because we're resisting the direction that we have ourselves chosen to go. Life sets up all sorts of scenarios, moving the energy around, bringing the people in, the circumstances, the opportunities, all of it just for us, each one of us, each one of us. This happens for all of us, no matter what we're desiring. So in making the desire, the conscious choice to think about this, to feel about this, to look inward and get guidance about this, we made a plan. Based on all of that, he did his part, I did my part. And where do we wind up? Instead of renting, we own. That's not a bad thing. So they want you out of their house so they can do something else. Don't panic. Don't stress. There's no reason to fall apart when life decides to change direction. Just pivot and keep going. The idea is to keep your legs moving, allow ideas to keep flowing. Sit down in the morning and ground yourself in the day. Feel out what it is you want to do. Who do you want to be today? I mean, you really don't have to be the same person you were yesterday. You don't have to do the same things you did yesterday, even if you have a job. And I'm not saying to anybody, go and quit your job. No. But even if that's what you're doing today, you really can make other choices about what tomorrow is going to look like. And if your choice is to remain where you are, even that can look different than the way it looks today. What would make me happier? Where I am with what I have. Gratitude. How does that work? What does that look like? There it is. I'm in a room full of beautiful beings whose presence so powerfully resonate through the space, which is not empty, by the way, because it's filled with all of us. We're huge. We're huge creations. We create powerfully. There's no reason for us to stay small. And I am one who can attest to how easy it is to pretend to be little when we're not. No one is. Not one being created on the planet is small. We are mighty, and you can feel it when you allow yourself to. You can feel it and you know it inside. And every child knows it. Every baby is already giddy in the beauty and the glory of the fact that they get to be on the planet learning how to do this. How does that work? Oh, what is that? Oh, ooh. We have 2 grandchildren in the house. I get to watch this on a daily basis as they discover and learn how to use the body and how excited, and they want to repeat it. My grandson, he runs down the hallway back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day, making sure that he's strong. He fell down the stairs once. He was very small when this happened. But the very next time he was on the staircase, what was he doing? Practice up, practice down, practice. That's all he wanted to do. Just one stair. We stood there for 10 minutes as he practiced becoming one who walks. We are more than one who walks because we've been on the planet a while. And the ability for us to become all that we are is present with us. It's in the choice. And in the choice lies all answers to every question. And it doesn't matter what you choose. The choice is still the choice. So whatever choice we make, don't let it in mind become a bad thing. There is not a bad thing to any choice you make. We are experiencing life. And every experience of life leads us to the next experience of life. And they can all be filled with joy, backed by joy, grounded in joy, filled with joy, exploding with joy, because we radiate it. We radiate joy in everything we do. We radiate joy, and it's all up to you to be joy, because you are. We are joy. And joy fills the world with love. Joy and love, same thing. And when love is present everywhere, life changes for everyone. And it can happen all at the same time. But even a trickling moment works. This moment is the enlightened spark for other moments taking place around the planet. I mean, we did that here, just in this room. But how many of you are doing that where you are? With every one of you giving your contribution fully and completely in the moment. It's not about the future. It's about the moment. We plan and we work at it and we try and we do so much activity, so much action. Instead, we learn to sit down, daydream it, create it, bring it into fulfillment just by being it, and then standing in it, owning the space. It feels good. Take it in, deep breath. You are everything you need to be here right now, with access to everything you want to be here right now. You're not alone, surrounded by, protected by, guided by, influenced by, with the ability to communicate fully with all aspects of creation. Let's remember who we are. And when we see each other, just a little nod will do. I remember you. I recognize you too. You mean something to me. I mean something to you. What are we going to do today? What does it feel like to explore us? I want to do that with you. Do you mind? Are you welcome? Are you open? Are you available? Let's open up to each other when we see each other next. Wherever you go, open up the space where you are so that they know you have arrived. They know it anyway. You're carrying so much light. All of us are. And even when we're feeling low, the light is still shining. So take a deep breath. Maybe 2. How about 3 and complete the cycle? Take that breath in. Let it fill you. And remind you that you have everything you need and you're everything the world needs. And we need you now. We love you. And so it is.